Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to cover the first poem The Heart of the Tree from the English Literature book ICSE class 10. Also, who does not have book, don't worry, I will provide the photos of the poem with additional notes on the Telegram channel. Link of that will be provided in the description box below. So, the poem Heart of the Tree is written by the poet Henry Culler Bunner, who was an American novelist and journalist and was born in New York. The poem is written in 19th century, yet it is relevant during our times. It focuses our attention on the value of planting a tree. It is a poem which highlights the need of planting a tree and the benefits of planting a tree. This poem basically comments on the relevance and importance of trees. In the modern times, the poet opens the poem each time with the same question that what does he plant who plants a tree, and further the poet gives the answer of this question by himself. Let's start by the explanation of the poem. So, starting with the first paragraph, first of all, I will ask you to write the meanings of some word if you have book with yourself, and if you have not bought the book till now, don't worry, I will let you know the meaning of each of the words. So, for those who have books with themselves. So, first stanza, line number 4, a word shaft is written. Shaft means ray, R-A-Y. In the next line, the word anai is used. It means close to heaven. In next line, croon is used, which means singing. In the next line, word hushed is used, which means quiet. And further, the twilight heard word is used, which means song sung in soft and gentle voice. So here we go with the explanation of the first stanza. First of all, I will read the whole stanza. What does he plant who plants a tree? He plants a friend of sun and sky. He plants the flag of breezes free, the shaft of beauty towering high. He plants a home to heaven and I, for song and mother croon of bird in hushed and happy twilight heard. The treble of heaven's harmony, this thing he plant who plants a tree. So, the poet starts the poem by asking a question that what does he plant who plants a tree, and further he answers that when a person plants a tree, he plants a friend of sun and sky, because when a person plants a tree, he is adding something more to the nature and thus providing friend to the elements of nature which are sun and sky. Next line says that he plants the flag of breezes free. Flag of breezes free means here that when a person plants a tree, he creates an opportunity of breezes, fast moving wind, to move freely. Here, the flag of breezes can also be taken as that the tree acts as a flag and its branches flies as the wind passes by. So, the flag of breezes can also represent here like a symbol of freedom and positivity. The shaft of beauty towering high. So, when a person plants a tree, he plants a ray of beauty, which is tall and high like a tower. He plants a home to heaven and I, for song and mother croon of bird in hushed and happy twilight heard. So, when a person plants a tree, he provide a home to which is almost like a heaven, which is close to heaven. And why it is like heaven? Because it provides a home to mother and her younger ones, where she sings songs for her younger ones. So for song and mother croon of bird in hushed and happy twilight heard. The mother bird make the nest, and there she sings. Croon she sings for her younger ones, and the song is heard when there is quiet and silence all around. The treble of heaven's harmony, this thing he plants who plants a tree. So it is an important line. It means that while planting a tree, a person does such good activity that poet compares the planting of the tree to scoring a treble in dartboard game when a player creates a perfect harmony. Thing he plants who plants a tree. So this all things are the things which a person who plants a tree plants. Let's recall what all things are that. He plants a friend of sun and sky first. The flag of bridges tree. He creates the opportunity of bridges to move freely. He plants a home which is almost like a heaven, and there mother crooning is heard. This is the picture of dartboard game. When a player creates a perfect harmony, he is able to secure the position, and that's what the poet says, that when a person plants a tree, he creates such a harmony that it is like scoring a treble in the dartboard game. Now coming to the second stanza. What does he plant who plants a tree? He plants cool shade and tender rain, and seed and birds of days to be, and years that fade and flush again. He plants the glory of the plain. He plants the forest heritage, the harvest of a coming age. The joy that unborn eye shall see, this thing he plant who plants a tree. So once again, poet opens the stanza with the same question, that what does he plant who plants a tree? And further he says that when a person plants a tree, he plants cool shade and tender rain. Tender means soft rain. We all know that tree bring rain to the environment. Tree helps in the process of transpiration and precipitation. So, trees help in bringing rain to our environment. And seed and birds of days to be, and years that fade and bless again. So, when a person plants a tree, he plants the future days, because inside a tree, seed and birds grow. And thus, here poet means that as within a seed lies the future plant, and within a bird the future beautiful flower. Similarly, when a person plants a tree, he is planting a beautiful day which is about to come. He plants the glory of the plain. He plants the forest heritage, the harvest of the coming age, the joy that unborn eye shall see. And years that fade and flush again, it means that while planting a tree, it provides beauty to the seasonal cycle, as the tree leaves fall down during the monsoon season, and thus it provides beauty to the seasonal cycle. He plants the glory of the plain, means plain is a simple land, flat land. So when plants are grown in that land, it provides beautiful greenery to the plain, and thus when a person plants a tree, he plants the glory of the plain. He plants the forest heritage, the harvest of the coming age. When a person plants a tree, he is adding something more to the nature. So here heritage means that what we have inherited from the past generation and we will provide to our future generations. So same way, the tree are the things which can be given to the future generation. It is the harvest of a coming age. It means that whatever we saw today, it will be the harvest in the future days. The joy that unborn eye shall see, this thing he plant who plants a tree. As a person who plants a tree does a lot of good work and good activities, as from that tree a lot of people get benefited, and thus it is the joy and happiness of the eyes which are still to be born. That means it is the happiness of the children which are yet to born. So let us recall, what does a person plants a tree? is given in this stanza. So when a person plants a tree, he plants cool shade, which a person receives during the hot summer. It gives tender rain. It gives seed and birds of the future, birds of days to be. It gives beauty to the seasonal cycle. It gives glory to the plain. It is like a forest heritage. It is the joy of the unborn eyes. Now coming to the last stanza. What does he plant who plants a tree? He plants in sap and leaf and wood in love of home and loyalty and far cast thought of civic good. So when a person plants a tree, he plants in sap and leaf and wood. As we all know, a tree has all these parts. Sap is liquid which is inside the trunk or branches of the tree. Leaf and wood. So when a person plants a tree, he plants all these three things: sap, leaf, and wood, in love of home and loyalty and far cast thought of civic good. So when a person plants a tree, he do so in love of home and loyalty and far cast thought of civic good. The one who plants a tree, he thinks of the future days to come. He is a far-sightedness man and think about the public good, civic good. His blessings on the neighborhood, who in the hollow of his hand holds all the growth of all our land. A nation grows from sea to sea, stirs in his heart who plants a tree. So the poet here compares planting of a tree with a blessing that the person who is planting the tree is giving to the people who live in his neighborhood, who in the hollow of his hand holds all the growth of all our land. So when a person plants a tree, he catches the saplings of a plant in the hollow of his hand, and it is the hand which holds all the growth of our nation, as tree provides economical, environmental, cultural and financial development with its various resources. You must notice here that the word H is written in the capital letter. It means that a god, like whenever we write God, we use the capital letter G. So here the word H means that when a person plants a tree, he is like a divine nature, and thus to give him respect, the H is used in the capital letter. A nation growth from sea to sea stays in the heart who plant a tree. So a nation exists between seas. From sea to sea, that is between the seas, lie the land where the trees are grown, where the nation exists. The key to development of these nations lies in the heart of the person who plants a tree. It is movement. So when a person plants a tree, these are the notions and emotions which are present in the heart of the person who plants a tree. So this is the poem. So let's talk about the literary devices used in the poem. There are three literary devices used in the poem, that are metaphor, alliteration and imagery. Let's talk about what does the metaphor means. So metaphor means the indirect comparison. Whenever indirect comparison is done, it is referred as metaphor. When I see a tall building stands in the forest, that means I am saying that a tall tree is there in the forest. So whenever we do indirect comparison, it is categorized as metaphor. So let's highlight what all metaphor are used in the poem. A friend of sun and sky in the first paragraph, the flag of bridges free, first paragraph, the forest heritage, second, the harvest of a coming age, third, alliteration. Alliteration means when same consonant sound is being repeated, it is called alliteration. Let's see what all alliteration are being used in the poem. He plants a friend of sun and sky. S, sun and sky. In hushed and happy twilight heard. H, and ears that feed and flush again. F, he plants a home to heaven and I. H, home, heaven. So, what does tree represent in throughout the poem? Tree is used here as a symbol of peace, growth, prosperity, beauty, goodness, etc. If you want a detailed video on the literary devices, do comment down below. I will make a separate video on different literary devices and how to identify them in the poem. For more updates, stay tuned and do subscribe to the channel.